In today's video, we're going to be replacing the pesky petcock with a Malossi fuel tap. First thing we've got to do is remove the plastic so we can get to the petcock.
Whoa! That was a big moth. Where did it go? What else is living in here? I've never had this bit down before, it comes off pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and replace this petcock with a fuel tap. I have to cut a hole in the plastics here so that I can actually get to the fuel tap once we've installed it. And hopefully this will stop the fuel delivery issues. I might even take the fuel tank out today and just try and fully drain it and just make sure there's no crap in there. And I think as well, I'm going to get a new carburetor. Look at this pipe, it comes down and does a full 180-degree back on itself. There we go, that's the fuel. Oh nice, that's really out of the way. I'm going to spin the petcock around so that it's facing me and I can get to these lines a bit easier and then drain it. Okay, that's already turning, that's good. And get sucking. Ha! Gay! Trace the fuel anyway, smell it. So I've created vacuum on this line, and then to hold the vacuum, I've just kinked the line so it's still got the vacuum created. That's good, that works. And now we wait. Well, the fuel's definitely coming out. So maybe we don't have a fuel delivery issue because of this. I think maybe we've got a problem with the carburetor. And I think the float bowl is emptying fuel faster than it can refill. I think we'll change the carb and see if that fixes it. Bit of a waste of money, because when we go full 70cc engine build, we're going to be replacing it again with a 21mm carb. But maybe we'll run it as a 70cc on a 17.5. There's that big moth. That is massive. Oh. Maybe when we've done the 70cc engine build, we'll run it on a 17.5 carb, and it can be a good video for a comparison of 17.5 versus 21mm. How good do the power gains feel? Where'd that big ass moth go? I do like a good moth. What the fuck is that? Ah! It's just taking ages, man. The fuel sender unit is floating around inside the fuel tank. I saw it. So maybe I'll take the fuel tank out today and actually have a look at that as well and see if we can fix it. It's turning out to be a much bigger job than I was expecting. I think that's it. I think we just got to the end. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, it's not even that bad. There's hardly anything coming out. Where's the thing? Shouldn't there be a filter on this? If there's supposed to be a filter on this, where is it? There was a filter on my last one. Lovely. So this is the Malossi one, and as you can see, there's a huge filtration right here which just unscrews. Hopefully we can keep this on and we don't need to unscrew it to make this fit. Awesome, will it fit? Here's the question. Oh, it's snug, but it fits. I might take the fuel tank out, make sure it's clean, and see if I can fix this fuel sender unit situation that we got going on. So today's plan was just to change the petcock for a fuel tap, but we're going to take the tank out as well now and just make sure it's clean and try and get the fuel sender unit reattached, because I know it's floating around inside the fuel tank and it doesn't get fuel readings. It's not getting fuel readings anyway because the clocks aren't on right now, but they can go back on once we've done all the speed tests and we've got accurate GPS speeds. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the fuel sender unit in there. Oh, that's stinky nice. Have a go at that. Now, most of the tools I use are actually linked in the bio if you want to go and check them out. This one right here. It's cheap, it's great, it's just an electric ratchet, not overly powerful or anything like that, but it just speeds things up rapidly. So if you want to buy this, or lots of flip-flops, this impact gun, all sorts of things, fuel cans, they're all linked in the bio. Go and check them out. Absolutely fantastic tool, well worth having. It makes everything so easy. That should be it. I should lift out. Oh, there's more fuel in there. There's more fuel in there. Right, let's see what we're dealing with. Why is the seat still connected? Well, it's probably because of the cap. That's probably it now. That'll probably just lift off. Yes. Awesome. Oh. We got it. We got it. Okay. Right. How do I do this? How does this work? Yeah, you can hear it rattling around in there. 1. Oh, well, that explains where the filter went. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare getting this out. This is impossible. This is impossible to get out. Right, there's only one more thing in there. Just can't get it out. Yes! Finally. So that goes in there like that. And that's the float. So obviously that goes up and down and measures inside. Little sensors in there. So it floats with the fuel level, and that's how you get your reading. And then this just goes on here, I guess. And that's it. Now this should work again, hopefully. Why don't we plug it in and test it and see if it works. Okay, that's plugged in. Okay, moment of truth. And then we plug this in here. And then... yes! Check that out. It's working. Just tilting it different ways. And yeah. Yes! Fixed it for free. Wicked. Alright, so I've given it a quick clean on the outside. The inside is pretty clean. So let's go ahead and get this fuel sender unit back in. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart again. And now this time we'll actually have filtration because, yeah, that just seemed to come off for some reason. It's terrible too. I mean, look how high it is before the first bit of mesh. It's way up there. Whereas this is mesh all the way down here. So there's so much fuel in the bottom of your tank that you're not using. I suppose that's good for getting rid of sediment, but if you've got a filter, you should be fine. So this should just go straight in. Yep, perfect. That looks good. Just need to make sure I can get to it. Right, now where did this big tube go? Perfect. Just gonna go roughly there like that. And there's the fuel tap, so we need to cut this bit of plastic out right here. I think we're ready to start cutting. This is a Dremel, also known as a rotary tool. Dremel is the brand. Again, one of these is linked in the description if you want to get yourself one. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You can definitely get on it quite easily now. That might be enough. Okay, I do have this piece, so I'm going to use this and just tidy up in here a little bit and make a bit more space. Okay, so this fuel line's pretty new. I put it on. We're just going to go ahead and take it off the petcock and put it onto the fuel tap. Okay, so we've got the fuel tap in. We've got the fuel line on the fuel tap. We've got accessibility now to the fuel tap. We just need to block off the vacuum pipe on the carburetor and we should be good to go. Let's get the plastics back on. Such a great thing to have. Just makes everything so easy. That's what we're going to be blocking off right there. There we go. So that should be quite a tight fit now. Yeah, nice and tight, that's what you want. We just need to put a screw in the end of it, and that should seal it up. And just put the fuel line back on. But before we do the fuel line, we're going to just run a tiny bit of fuel through it just to make sure this line's clean. Let that drip out, and then we'll put it on. Okay, perfect. So, gonna get the fuel in. Got a sock on the end for extra filtration, which is good. Yep, there it goes. It's nice and clean now. But now we know we're definitely getting fuel and the petcock isn't going to cause any issues because it's gone. And there we go. Alright, wicked. Great success. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Very easy thing to do, you know, super easy. A little bit easier on the Typhoon, but next I want to delete the oil pump at some point and get rid of the oil line. I think we're going to get a better carb first for this. Oh, it's such a nice day. I thought summer was over. It looks like we might have one last day of nice weather before it gets freezing cold. Oh yeah, bogging out. Yep, still, there's something not right. Like I say, I think there's a carburetor issue. I think that the float bowl is running out of fuel faster than it can refill. That 118 main jet's probably part of the problem. Yep, yeah. Okay, well that's definitely let us know that the petcock wasn't the problem. So it's either the carburetor or we've got air leaks, that's what I'm going to say. We definitely want to change that main jet, get a smaller one in and see if it starts running lean. But what I'm going to do is just take the air filter cover off and just see if I can get it to run lean now. Oh, that is so covered in oil or something. Where can I put this where I won't lose it and I don't get oil all in my pocket? That might hold. That might hold. Oh, I hope that holds. Oh, that might not hold. It's not leaning out.
Oh man, I drove all the way up here with a rag over my reg plate. Whoops. And that's how you change your pesky petcock to a fancy fuel tap. That will erase any problems with the petcock that you might have if it's not operating properly. And as well, that's also how you fix a broken fuel sender unit. As always guys, if you enjoyed the content, hit that like button, leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, feel free to check out the link in the bio, which will take you to all the tools that I use here on the channel. And if you buy them, I get a small percentage of the sale at no additional cost to you. And it's a really good way to support the channel. I'll see you in the next one, guys.
Yeah, put the team on my back. Never fold, never crack. The wolf always roll with